उद्यमेन हि सिद्ध्यन्ति कार्याणि न मनोरथेह न हि सुप्तस्य सिंहस्य प्रविशन्ति मुखे मृगाः. Work is accomplished through effort, not mere wishes. Just as deer does not enter the mouth of a sleeping lion, success is not achieved by simply wishing for it. At Sri Balaji University, Pune, we have learned the art to welcome the challenges and opportunities in every situation to learn and grow in wisdom. A very good afternoon to our honorable guest Vijaykumar Naidu sir, Sales Head ADP India, Enterprise Business ADP India, Directors, Deputy Directors, faculty members, and dear student managers. With great pleasure, we extend to you all a very warm welcome on behalf of Sri Balaji University, Pune.
On this occasion, I, student manager Shantanu Dhoble
And I, student manager Karishma Kumari,
of Balaji Institute of Modern Management BIMM, are
are honored
honored
to
to be
be
the
the masters
masters of
of
the
the
ceremony
ceremony.
for today's event titled Learning from Corporate Leaders.
Education is not preparation for life, education is life itself. Our beloved Bala sir says problems are opportunities. Based on this principle, Sri Balaji University makes sure that we are prepared for the journey to tackle all challenges and convert them into opportunities. At Sri Balaji University Pune, discipline refers to training to act in accordance with the code of conduct. Dedication refers to not losing the sight of one's goal. Determination refers to the ability to keep trying something until we achieve it by perseverance.
Based on these three pillars of discipline, dedication, and determination, Sri Balaji University, Pune, makes its mark towards success. Balaji Institute of Modern Management BIMM is proud of its sister management institute, which are Balaji Institute of Technology and Management BITM, Balaji Institute of International Business BIIB, and Balaji Institute of Management and Human Resource Development BIM HRD.
At Sri Balaji University, more than 300 companies visit our campus for internships and for placements. The intense grooming and emphasis on theory and practical based learning has enabled our student managers to emerge as leaders in the corporate world. We at Sri Balaji University, Pune, connect, network, engage, learn, and grow with our 25,000 plus alumni who are spread all over the world. Many of them have made it to top leadership positions, while many of them have taken to entrepreneurship. They are all bringing laurels and glory to our university.
May I now request Dr. Neera Singh Ma'am, Professor, Department of PM and HRD, to welcome Vijay Kumar Naidu sir with a bouquet. Thank you, sir, ma'am.
May I now request Student Manager Harshita Bajaj to introduce Vijay Kumar Naidu sir.
Thank you, Karishma. I, Harshita Bajaj, Student Manager at Balaji Institute of Modern Management, BIMM, specializing in finance. I am privileged to introduce our guest today. Vijay Kumar Naidu sir is a proud alumnus of Balaji Institute of Modern Management, BIMM. At ADP, sir is presently leading the enterprise business for India. His expertise in change management and sales leadership has been pivotal in forging robust client partnerships and steering business growth. Vijay sir's efforts have significantly contributed to suppressing performance benchmarks, which is evident from Sir's achieving President Club honors on numerous occasions. He is currently the president for BRG Pride Chapter for India. Sir's key focus areas of expertise include cross functional team leadership, leading positive change, change management, and business strategies. Sir, we are sure with this expertise under your belt, students like us will benefit from listening to you. The audience is eagerly waiting to listen from you, sir.
Thank you, Harshita. Thank you so much, Harshita. Thank you, Shantanu. Thank you, Karishma. And my sincere gratitude, first of all, to the leaders who have invited me today. It's an honor and privilege to be present and speaking in front of all of you. And sincere gratitude to all of you also for listening to me. It takes a lot to listen, right? And I think over the due course of the uh, next 2 years of your journey, you'll listen a lot of things, right? So that's how the journey begins. Now, I come from 0709 batch, and while I was driving down from Mumbai today, I was just discussing with my wife, who also happens to be an alumni of the institute, that what should I really tell you, right? So, uh, and uh, uh, and we were just thinking that how this journey will evolve for you, and what is the message that I really want to pass on to each and every one of you, right? So, so how many of you are from Nagpur? Good. So I'm from Nagpur. So so I come from Nagpur, and I started my journey over here. Before that, I did my engineering from Mumbai and other things. But good to see a lot of folks from Nagpur coming over here. So we all have dreams, right? And we want to accomplish those dreams. And one of the milestones that enables us to accomplish that particular dream is this institute where you all have started your journey, right? So, first of all, a big round of applause to all of you for making it here. You started your journey. I know. So, if you look at the 2 years from now, right? So, this first phase, the first quarter of your journey, it's the clueless beginning. And don't look over there because I don't have any presentation, so I would not give you any presentation, but rather I would love to share my experiences with all of you over the due course on how you can truly accomplish. I still remember when I was applying for campus. At that time, we had a prospectus, right? A hard copy of a prospectus that was available, and when it came and the selection process was happening in Nagpur, and I still recall I was not aware about the institute, so I was telling sir earlier that my need for coming into an MBA was to find an escape, to move out of Nagpur, come to Pune. So that was my reason for it. And I think some of you might have a similar reason, but if not, it's a good enough reason for you, right? So when I had, so we used to have group discussions. So my first chapter was more or less the clueless journey of understanding where I stand. But the discussion, right? I still remember it very strongly. Uh, was on values. Okay, and Balasa was anchoring it. So we had a conversation that what is more important, right? Your performance or your values, right? So I was definitely supporting values, and still, touch wood, it has worked well for me so far. So uh, in that prospectus, there was a very good statement that was made, that when you initially have a dream, right? All of you have dreams? Put your hands up. All of you? Yes, I don't think there's anyone who wouldn't have a dream, right? We all dream. We all should dream really big, right? That's what matters. So, and there is no dream that cannot be accomplished. So, where in that prospectus there was a line that stated, when you dream initially, the dream appears impossible, right? I'm not sure whether it's still there in that prospectus, but there was this line that was very clearly mentioned. When you give it a second look, it appears improbable. But when you truly summon your will to make that happen, then it's inevitable. So that's when the world conspires to make that happen for you, and you can achieve it, right? There is no such thing that cannot be made possible. So that's how this journey started. I joined BIMM, and I think this is my alma mater, right? Whatever I am today, I'm sincerely thankful to the institute because what we went through here has helped us survive a lot of things in life, in both personally and professionally. So in the first quarter, to understand your strengths, more importantly, focus on what you have as a potential, right? Harness those strengths, right? Each one of us comes up with a specific capability. How many of you are fans of Messi here? Okay, and how many of you are fans of Sachin Tendulkar? Good. So I, I I like both of them, but yes, definitely Sachin, right? So imagine Sachin being asked to play with a left hand and score runs, and imagine Messi to kick with the right foot and kick a goal. If you ever see the number of goals that Messi has done, the maximum number of goals he has achieved is through his left kick, right? And likewise, Sachin is a right-handed batsman. So understand what your strength is, and this is where how you can discover. I'll tell you that rather than telling that all the gam around it. So the best part now is how many of you know each other? All of you. How many people are here from the same batch and from the same division? How many of you can say confidently that you know each other? Not the person sitting next to you, but the person around, the person in another team, a person from the finance team, a person from the HR team. So this first quarter of your journey, what worked well with me was knowing the team that I'm going to be a part of for the next 2 years. Why it matters? Because after your institute, once you get placed, right, you all will move in different geographies, different regions. But this entire group of forum will always be available to you, right? In a way or other, they will be supporting you on your journey. So this helps a lot. I think me and Shalini are batchmates, and we've been connected all this while, right? We've been through a lot of ups and downs, but that journey has always been connected to each other because when you're connected, then you celebrate together. You know, if someone can help across on, it all works through. So stay connected. Use your first quarter to know each other's strengths, understand each other, help each other, right? So we used to have induction presentations back then, and in a span, we used to have BAM presentations back then, and it was a very different environment. This was not the campus that we used to operate in. We used to operate in a very different environment, and but the good part about those days, the presentations was so either you could do just one presentation or you can be a part of various presentations. So luckily, what worked for me in that journey was I was part of more than 200 presentations in a span of 10 days. And that's how I connected with each and every one of them, right? In some presentation, I was playing something or the other, right? But it's not about me, it's about you. So what works well for you, try to find that out as early as you can and start working towards it. The second phase of your journey, the second chapter of your journey, is where the real learning will start. Each one of you will start specializing in a particular subject, right? Look out for mentorship opportunities. Don't wait that once I complete my second year, then only I can join a particular organization, but rather start reaching out to people. Build your LinkedIn profile. It matters a lot. Build your social presence. How you can be part of different communities within within the institute itself. So, for example, in a career, when you work on different micro projects, right, you get a lot of visibility. Likewise, in an institute, when you work on different areas, whether it's, I was part of the placement cell for a very short span of time, but I was more inclined towards the cultural things. So I was part of the cultural community, and we did a lot of events, a lot of things in campus and off campus. But that helps. That helps to build a lot of confidence. That helps to uh, come onto stage and talk like your colleagues, I mean, not colleagues, but your friends here, Shantanu, Karishma, and Harshita, they did a fantastic job, right? So good, good. You should be a part of these avenues, right? You should start engaging into these kind of events. Also, learn. The best part about the institute is you will engage with a lot of professors who are having an industry exposure. So one is understanding what is theory, and second is also understanding how that theory can be applied into your roles and opportunities ahead. So have an open mind to it. Look at the entrepreneurship opportunities, right? It's not about just when you will work in an organization or when you will own your own organization, right? That can happen, right? I have my batchmates who are managing very big businesses of their own. At the same time, I have my batchmates who are doing a lot more and achieved a lot more than I have, right? But find that fit for you where you can capitalize on your strengths and drive those conversations. Speak to each other. Uh, for us back then, we almost had a 24-hour kind of institute, but I'm really happy when I came to know that you guys, your day ends at 4:30, which I can't believe, but I'm happy about it, right? Trust me, if my day would have ended at 4:30, I would have been somewhere else, and the environment was very different back then. So so I'm thankful that my day never ended at 4:30. Otherwise, uh, sir would have caught me, and I would have been in front of the discipline committee a couple of times. Biju sir, especially. So so that all happens. But the good part is this institute, how you differentiate yourself, right? Each organization, each individual uh, have their own positioning statement, right? A company focuses on certain things, right? So for example, the organization that I represent, ADP, Automatic Data Processing, it we we work with almost a million plus clients across the globe in terms of revenue. While we are $19.2 billion, but we have a legacy of 75 years wherein we are supporting organizations to manage. We are the experts in the domain that we operate, right? So likewise, what is that you are an expert in? What is that you want to truly pursue? Whether it's analytics, whether it's understanding AI, right? AI is a big element today. So I was just having a conversation with both of them, and they asked me a question that, what should we build upon? So it's not about what I suggest, but it's what about what you want to build upon, what you really see your strengths on. Uh, in an organization, as and when you will join in, you will see that there's no one role that you will play, right? At times, you will have to play a role of marketing. At times, you will have to play a role of salesperson. At times, you have to understand finance. At times, you have to understand IT because you will be living in a much more connected environment, and everyone should have a very strong understanding on all the aspects of all the lines of business because that gives you a holistic learning. So don't be just focused on one element of it. Try and learn as much as you can, and I think all of you will do a great job at it. Now, the chapter 3 that I want to share is the struggles, right? So when you will enter into third sem, I still remember, I mean, I think we still we carry the prospects, we visit campus, right? So, so that journey will start wherein you will start looking out for internships. So that's the reason I said when you enter into your second chapter, which is the real learning, try building upon your professional social media, right? Be friends with folks beyond Instagram, right? Reach out to folks, understand them, try and seek out mentorship opportunities, because that is what will help you to address the struggles that you will face in your third chapter of the 2 year phase. Support each other, more importantly, in the struggles. Unfortunately, I was part of the batch wherein recession had hit. So we had a lot of circumstances wherein we saw a lot of challenges, right? And touchwood, I would never dream for anybody to go through those kind of challenges. But the good part about that is that we were very well connected with each other. So we stayed until the last person in our batch got placed. We stayed with each other in that journey. We supported each other in that journey. So one is so that helps in a lot of mental well-being, right? We all have a lot of thoughts. We all have a lot of dreams, right? And in that journey, you will see a lot of challenges, right? And but one more thing that we learned, and I think we use it quite often. I mean, I've used it in my career after the institute. So problems are opportunities, right? So what is the real understanding of that statement is there will be problems. There will It has to happen, right? There is no other way to it. But the bigger the opportunity will only arise when you are able to address that problem, right? Even you look at any of the businesses today, whoever is able to address a particular problem, they're able to get a larger share of the market, right? So problems are opportunities, believe in that, and it works. It's like all is well, right? So whenever problem comes in, problems are opportunity. You face it, you find out how you can address it. You find out what is it that for you matters in that particular situation, and then take a right decision. And that's where you will end up in once you're in the final semester. It's the real you, right? So the real you should be ready to face the world. The real you should be ready, and it's not very difficult because the more you work here, right, the more you focus on your learning journey in the institute, the better will be your journey outside the institute, right? And I'm not just saying learning from a book's perspective or just spending time at the library throughout the day. It's not about that. It's about engaging with each other. It's about connecting with each other. It's about supporting each other in the highs and in the lows. It's about celebrating those moments when somebody gets placed. It's about enabling each other's connections, right? And that's what matters. Learning will happen. You're here to learn and you will learn the subject, but gain that practical exposure, and that's where you will truly find the real you. So, one thing that I feel very strongly works, and I was just referring it to a conversation before I came here, and I just called it out. See, lucky you. No, it's a problem for me and an opportunity for you. So, don't worry about it. You just need to hear. That's the reason I was very well prepared about this. So, I did not have a presentation. So, so interestingly, what happens is, wow. S- So, how many of you invest in an SIP? Great. How many of you are looking at your career as an SIP? Very good. What I want you to think is think about your career, think about your learning journey, think about your entire ambition as an SIP and how it works. I'll share that as well. But think about it, making those small habits. So, for example, try and work on a particular skill, not for hours, unless you want to really make a career at that skill, right? Unless you want to be in sports or other things, but try and build new skills. Spend 15, 20 minutes on a new skill every day. How many of you know AI very well, right? So there's an opportunity for a lot of you to learn more on it. Spend some 20 minutes, 30 minutes to understand how AI can help you achieve a lot of things. What LLM is, right? What predictive learnings are, how data can be inferred. Understand that. So, likewise, build new skills, spend some time 20 minutes, 30 minutes on a daily basis. But that will have a very big cumulative effect by the time you move out of this institution. You'll be really a person who will have a in-depth expertise across multiple different areas, not just one area. Right? And when you join an organization, you just don't work in one function. Trust me. You have to interact, you have to collaborate, you have to work in a very inclusive environment with different people, different team, different generations of workforce. By the time you will enter, I think we'll have 5 generations of workforce that you will all engage in, right? And each one deals very differently. Trust me, the concept of mental wellness and financial wellness is perceived very differently across each and every generation of workforce, right? So build and harness on those skills. Now, as the light is helping you a lot, so what I want to leave you with is there are 3 things that you can focus on that has helped me. And so one is it's a combination, right? Throughout your career journey, these 3 things matter a lot, right? Number one is your health. By health, I mean not just physical health, but also your mental health. So focus on your health, focus on your wellness, spend time on it right away because you will have to work a lot hard once you're in the campus. All okay? So the second thing that is very important is money, right? We all are here to make some money, right? And that's the reality. So so focus on how you can find avenues where you can learn on how you can drive your financial wellness. And most importantly, the time factor. Because as you will move in your career, in your journey, the milestones across health, money, and time will keep changing, right? It will keep changing multiple times. And this is something I learned from my CFO, right? Global CFO. He mentioned it out, and I thought it would be useful to all of you. And for me, I'm very good with time. Health, I'm trying to do certain things about it. Money, definitely, I think I have to do a lot. But I'm okay, right? But the good part is, if you focus and you strike a balance across the 3 during your journey, you will definitely accomplish and achieve a goal that you have set course on and you have set it for yourself. But more importantly, in this 4 chapters, right from your clueless beginning to finding out the real you, don't stop learning, right? I'm still a student of my career, and that's how I look at myself. So take on new projects. You'll start as a yes person, but you will end up, once you grow in the different leadership roles, you'll end up being a very different individual. So learn, learn, and learn. Also unlearn at times. Right? What one should unlearn definitely is, uh, you know, never compromise on values, never compromise on integrity. So integrity is everything, right, in life. So if you stick on the values of the 3Ds that we all learned, and I think no institute would have taught that to us, right, the way it did in our times. Discipline, determination, and dedication, right? These are the 3 things. That's your MBA, right? And rest all surrounding it is the knowledge that you have to structure to manage these 3 areas together. So explore and don't stop learning ever in your journey. So that's what I wanted to share. And I think, again, my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for listening to me today. I would be honored if anyone from you want to connect across and reach out for any support, any guidance, just feel free to do that. And more importantly, I want you to ask questions because this session is about you, it's not about me. And I'm happy to share a lot of stuff. One thing, so I joined the company ADP from this campus, and I was placed on day zero. So I started in 2009. It was a company back then known as Marfor Consulting Solutions, and uh, and luckily my journey has been pretty beautiful. So I was there for initial 4 years, worked through different projects, different roles, then moved out, then became a boomerang employee. So I joined them back again in 2016. And since then, I've been part of multiple different businesses. I started with the startup vertical, then moved into the mid and SMB business, and right now I'm leading the enterprise business. So, as I said, your career is your SIP. So, if you stay invested in a long term, things can work really well for you. So that's the only message I can give from my career perspective. And if you're lucky enough, uh, you'll also find a partner in the campus, which I did post campus, but you have to be really lucky for it. Trust me. So that's it from my side. And I wish you all a great journey ahead. Make use of this opportunity. You are here. That means you have achieved certain things. And definitely the journey has just started. So you will accomplish a lot more. And the team here, the leaders here, the professors here are all here to help you, mentor you, guide you on that journey. So learn from others' strength and improve on your strengths, right? Don't focus on weaknesses. It doesn't help. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The floor is now open for Q&A session. The floor is now open for a Q&A session.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Safal Rai. I am from BIIB. Sir, as you said, you have started your career during your recession session. So, how did you cope up with that mental challenges? Because, as you said, that was a recession. So, there was a lot of stress during it in you that how can I get the placements? How can I get job opportunities? So, how did you cope up with that mental challenges?
It was a very difficult journey. So I think, yeah, one thing I missed on sharing is your family helps you a lot. Trust me, nobody else can support you the way your family, your parents can. So be open to your parents about your challenges, right? Sometimes we don't, but that helps a lot. I think my parents did a phenomenal job at that time. I lost friends, I made new friends, but my parents, my mom and dad, they stood by me no matter what. So that helps a lot. The second thing is uh, when I shared about build your network, right? That helps during that phase because you're able to reach out to a lot of folks, and someone on it or the other will help you on that journey. So when the placement for me at that point in time recession happened and they had to cancel the placement. So what good happened during that phase was I was a part of certain CSR activity that respected Balasa was anchoring at that time. And luckily, I was able to meet some of my organization leadership in during the course of that CSR activity. So, and back then we were not so active on LinkedIn and other things, but I was able to get their number. So I really pursued them. I followed up with them on, if there is something for me, let me know. And it took around 4 months for me to call them, chase them, and they said, okay, you come in. Right? So it happens. So don't give up, right? If a difficult situation is, don't give up. It's a problem, and one can always, it's you unless mm, what example can I quote you here? So in a boxing match, right? Unless you're knocked out, you have not lost the match. So you can continue and you can. still get up and throw a big punch. So it all works in your favor. But don't give up. Speak to your parents in your different, not just placement, but anything difficult. I think it helps. I think it helps a lot of time to have another person share a view. Speak to your professors. They are also your parents on campus, so that helps. I was sharing, I had a difficult time, and I think Vikas sir is here, so I still remember. So he helped me a lot during that time. Your 95% attendance really matters. So, and he helped me a lot. So I know that for sure. So it works wonders. So don't miss out on simple things, right? Keep your ensure that you are attentive. Ensure you enjoy the campus life as well, right? I Because my wife was a president for ICIB, and she always still complains that you had a fantastic run during campus. Luckily, she never met me on campus. I had a very different vibe, I would say, on campus. So, so I was not the most sincere, but I was someone who was an average student, but with good skills and good knowledge on things. So I was more learning on the practical side of things. So I was not the topper, but I was someone who focused on being a better average, right? So I was not the Virat Kohli. I was neither the Sachin Tendulkar, but I was more of a Dravid kinds who would consistently play and survive, right? So that's what matters in life and career. Uh, but focus on those. Enjoy your life on campus, and never give up. That's what I would say. Reach out, as someone or the other will help. It's just you know. And luckily, I got into sales. So in sales, we have this, we have to knock as many doors as we can until one opens, right? So you have to have that perseverance to consistently chase the boring thing, right? So consistently do the boring thing and it will happen. So that's how it is. Yes, yes. Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Right, sir. Right, sir. Right, right, right. Uh, thank you for asking that. So, see, when we join a particular organization, right? It helps when you're from the top tier to get on into a different league. But where we fit in very well is we know the basics very strongly, right? So we start a bit low at times, but the ground realities that we know, we learn is unparalleled to anybody who comes in directly, right? So the initial 3 4 years you will face that imbalance, but in that initial 3 4 years, right, if you are consistent, if you consistently do the boring stuff, right, trust me, it will give you results and you will end up in a much better place. So it's the initial 3 4 years that matters, where you focus, you harness. uh, I mean, what worked well with me, I stuck with the organization, so I learned everything around it, right from how logos are built, right from doing many things, because I was part of an acquisition team, and luckily the company that I was part of was being acquired, so I got an exposure onto many other areas, not just the role that I was in. So take up those projects, because it it is a belief for you. So don't think that you are any bit less than anybody who comes from a different institute. It does help to come from an IIT or an IM. It does help, right? But at the same time, the belief that you have on what you have learned here, it is just about that one score that you could not crack, right? So that doesn't set course your entire career that you're going to pursue for the next 40 years. So don't believe that since I am not from there, I'm not able to make that cut, right? You're from here and you can very well make that cut and very well make that better than others. It works wonders, and trust me, it helps. So do not feel anywhere uh, we are as good or even better on many areas. than many other institutes that are there. Each institute has its own strength. So, but I don't see that as that should be a blocker for anybody anymore. We are living in a very connected and in an environment wherein the same professors visit. So I don't see that actually as a challenge. It's about you believing in yourself, you believing in you are the best, and how you do your job matters, right? So don't compare. Number one, don't compare yourself to others. Don't even compare yourself to each other. That's what I would say. It helps not to compare with each other, but to keep harnessing what you are good at and uh, focus on your strengths is what I would always recommend. So that would help you in the long run. And we are a great place, right? It's. I mean, so there's no other way to think about it, right? So and be proud. Say it. I am from. I mean, the way we used to say, I'm from BIMM, right? I am B. so it works, right? What is the difference, right? End of the day, how you position yourself is what matters. What you bring to the table, what you bring to, nobody will ask you in a room, hey, you're from an IIM. That's why you address the question first, right? It's your thoughts. So if you're in a boardroom conversation, it's on you whether you're asking a question or not. It's on you whether you're contributing on that discussion or not. It's not on the institute from where you come from. You'll get a leverage initially, but if you work really hard for the initial phase of your career, I think it's not about institute anymore then. Then that differential gap can always be worked through. And there are numerous examples surrounding it. Thank you, sir, for asking that.
May I now request Dr. Abhijit Thakur sir, Professor, Department of Business Analytics and IT, to present a token of gratitude to Vijaykumar Naidu sir.
And as the subject says, ignite, spark your potential. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir, ma'am. May I now request student manager Animesh Jain to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Santanu. There's a famous quote said by Benjamin Franklin: an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. I am Animesh Jain, Junior Student Manager at Balaji Institute of Modern Management, specializing in finance. It is my honor and pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks to eminent speaker and wonderful audience on this day. First and foremost, I would like to thank our chief guest, Vijay Naidu sir, for taking the time to be with us today and for sharing such valuable insights. Sir, your esteemed presence here this afternoon serve as a profound testament to the never-ending bond we share and your unwavering commitment to our institution. We are profoundly honored by your return to our campus today and your notable achievements. Continue to serve as a significant source of inspiration to us all. We extend our sincere gratitude for your valuable time, specifically for prioritizing this opportunity to reconnect and engage. Sir, you gave us many insights like different phases of MBA journey. Don't stop learning and must be prepared for every role in business. Your insights have encouraged us to reflect on life from multiple new perspectives. I also extend my sincere gratitude to our organizers, our supporting staff, and volunteers whose dedication and hard work behind the scenes made this event possible. Lastly, thank you to our audience for your time, attention, and support. Your presence here means a lot to us. With that, I once again thank you all and wish you a pleasant day ahead.
With this, we come to the end of today's session. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day ahead.
विकास सर बसायला सांगा ना मुलं उठून चालले.
The biometric machine will come to you. Just mark your attendance. Tomorrow we won't be able to undo it.